Hi, this is Curtis Morrison, immigration attorney in Southern California, making this video to update you on all the lawsuits, litigation going on around the diversity visa lottery program. Although this video is really about the work that me and my colleagues are doing. For information about lawsuits filed by other attorneys or organizations, it's better to listen to what they have to say. They know their cases better than we know ours, okay? They know their cases better than we know them, okay? So, the July 10th, we filed Dr. Mohammed versus Trump, 226 diversity visa lottery winners. If you include their families, it was 492 plaintiffs, although a baby was born this last week, so when we amended the complaint, we threw the baby on, so now we have 493 plaintiffs. Can you imagine being born into this world and suing President Trump, like, right when you get here? I think that's neat. Okay, so the update on that case, we're going to be filing the motion for expedited discovery soon, and then we're going to do everything we can to get a hearing as soon as possible in that case. And we feel really good about it. Very optimistic, like our judge. We're hoping everything goes right and going to do everything we can to make it go right, okay? So, there's 3 other things I want to talk to you about. 2 are lawsuits and 1 is lobbying, okay? Next, lawsuit. There's a lot of people that got diversity visas issued. Actually, 13,000 of the 50,000 were issued. Some of those people made it to America. Many of them did not. Many of those diversity visas were issued and they were not able to travel because of COVID-19, okay? Or travel restrictions by Trump or different reasons. So, embassies, they've reissued a few, but then they're giving emails saying that they aren't reissuing them. Their website says one thing, the emails say another. My concern is we're going to get to September 30th and they never straightened it out and they just didn't issue the visas. So we're filing a lawsuit for people whose visas expired. Their diversity visas were issued and then they expired, and we're filing a lawsuit so that we can get them reissued, okay? What we need to do, though, is file that case soon. We need to get it going. You can't go into court on September 29th and expect to get a court date or get resolution. That will not happen. So if you want the court to save you, you have to show up early, okay? So the deadline for filing for that case, for participating in that case, is this weekend, and then Monday at the latest, okay? Because we want to file it next weekend. July 25th is the deadline. July 25th is when we're filing it. The deadline is this weekend, okay? So that case is going to be a lot like, but it's going to be a little different because it's not about KCC or anything like that. It's about, the FAM code says that they have to reissue these visas, and they're not reissuing them, okay? So it's a little bit different case, but it's related because it's like the State Department is at war with all diversity visa lottery winners. So, okay, so if you have an expired visa, do not wait till September 29th. Get with me this weekend, okay? Or one of my helpers, somebody on my team, okay? So, the next thing I want to talk to you about is exciting. There were a lot of people I talked to that could not join Dr. Mohammed versus Trump, our first diversity visa lottery case, because they could not afford the initial $1,000 fee, or they didn't want to take the risk with the $1,000 fee. And now they've rethought that, some of them, and they've reached out to me and said, please, please, please file another case. And it's difficult to leave people behind when litigation really does have a chance at getting people some visas that might not get the visas otherwise. So we've decided, me and my colleague Rafael Urena, and now Abadir Bar has joined us in helping us with these cases. We've decided to file another case. We're going to file that case on August 1st. The deadline to join is July 25th. And since most of the people that didn't join the first case that were interested, the reason they didn't join is they didn't have $1,000. We are making the sign-on for this case $500, and the total fees are the same, but you only have to pay initial $500 payment, and then if we're successful, then you owe the rest of the balance when you get to the U.S., okay? So if you're a single DV winner, the fee is $2,000, and you pay $500 to participate in the case. And then if we're successful, you get a visa, you come to the U.S., you owe us $1,500 when you get to the U.S., okay? And I hope that makes the case a little bit more affordable to where it works for people. I know that's $500 is still an incredible amount of money in many, many places in this world. So that's the price for a single DV winner. If you have a derivative, it's $500 extra for each derivative, like a spouse or a child. But that's on the back end. We're not going to ask for that up front. If you're a family, $500 gets you on the case. You could pay the rest when you get to the U.S. We'll work that out then. Okay, so that case is going to be the same as the Dr. Mohammed versus Trump case. It's a slight disadvantage because they've got a head start on you. The people that got on the first boat, that boat's going to arrive at the destination first, okay? But at the same time, there's synergy. The more people that show up in court with this situation, the more collective sympathy that we're going to get, okay? The more stories that are told. So I think that these cases really help each other, especially when there's lots of people out there that want to join a case and they just feel like they don't have an option right now. Which brings me to, there are a couple other cases out there that are class actions, okay? Ayla filed one yesterday, and it looks like a good case, and it has potential. Of course, that's a broader case that's just trying to get rid of Presidential Proclamation 10052, the June 22nd proclamation. The problem for most diversity visa lottery winners, I don't know if they realize it, that's not the only thing stopping you from getting your visa. There's KCC is behind, so they didn't send the confirmations for evidence receipt, and then you've got there's a 14-day ban on visas in Europe and in Iran and China. So there's, well, of course China doesn't matter, but for this, but there lots of obstacles that DV winners face that are different than just 10052. So the Ayla case is great. I'm glad it's there, but you got to realize they're looking out for other visa categories and mainly focused on this one order, okay? Well, two orders, because of 10014 was extended to 10052. Okay. So, and then Greg Siskin and Chuck filed a case that they've shared information about it on Twitter. I don't know a lot about the case. It looks like it's got some good stuff in there that's similar to ours, and then it looks like it's got some stuff that's original that they're doing on their own. So I wish them luck and their plaintiffs luck too. And let me think here. Brad Banias filed a case, but it's not for DV winners. It's for H-1Bs, but it's challenging the proclamation, which is good. The more challenges we have to this proclamation, the better. Okay? Okay. So, that's my third case. I'm calling it the 2.0 case. I couldn't think of another name. Maybe Little Sister. I don't know. But 2.0 is what we're calling this next case. If you're interested in that, we're going to have a whole form that you sign up. And then you sign up on the form. We send you the onboarding email. And then you complete the stuff on the onboarding email, the retainer agreement. Then you pay the initial fee, which is $500 for this case. And then we sign the executed retainer agreement. You're on the case. We collect your evidence, and we're off. Okay. So August 1st. That's when we file it. July 25th. That's the deadline. So moving on from that case, the next thing I wanted to tell you about, this is kind of interesting, and it's also something I didn't expect I would ever do. I have hired, on behalf of the DV lottery winners in the first case, a lobbyist to lobby Congress. His name is Bruce Morrison, although he is not related to me. I'd never met him. He was in Congress when the Diversity Visa Lottery Program was created, okay? So he's like the father of the Diversity Visa Lottery Program. He knows a lot about it, more than anybody alive, maybe. And I've hired him to go around to members of Congress and lobby them and see if we can get a legislative solution or a legislative, some language in a bill that helps us preserve those visas past the September 30th deadline. This may work in tandem with a court order. If we get a court order that helps halfway, maybe this would help the other half. It's a kind of a small chance that could get pulled off by September 30th, but I feel like you need to do everything you can. And I feel really strong about that now that I've got to know some of the DV winners, that this really will change their life if they're able to come to America, and if they aren't, it's not good. So my heart goes out, okay? And so I want to do everything I can, and so we're doing that as well, okay? And so if you have a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident family member that's in the U.S., and they haven't told their member of Congress that they need to extend the DV Lottery Program 2020 deadline date, have them do that. It won't hurt, okay? It won't hurt if the members of Congress know about your problem. There's no reason to try it if you're trying from overseas, okay? Members of Congress are not as receptive to lobbying from foreign nationals abroad. I may not even be legal. Just have your U.S. citizen relatives that care about you coming here, have them talk to the members of Congress and their senators, okay? And that's all I have for an update for Diversity Visa Lottery winners. I feel optimistic that good things are going to happen in court. And so I'm glad that some of you have already joined going down the road to court, whether in my case or other cases. And for those of you that are not participating in a case, I hope you consider participating in the two cases that we are filing, the one for expired DV winners, and the second version 2.0 of the Dr. Mohammed versus Trump case. So if you have any questions, contact me or somebody on my team, and we will get back with you. And thank you so much. Also, thank you for your patience. Sometimes I get like a day behind on WhatsApp messages. I wake up and it says 100. And so I answer them in the order that I receive them. So I'm sorry if it looks like I'm online, and I am, but I'm not getting to you on time, and I'm sorry about that, okay? So have a great weekend. Remember to drink water and breathe. Everything's going to be okay.